Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a little flip through in my bullet journal for you. I know that somebody mentioned in comments recently that it would be nice to see a weekly setup. I haven't really done one of those on camera for a while. I do tend to post them weekly on my Instagram account, but I haven't done a video of them because they're usually quite similar, so it's not really interesting content for me to provide for you like on a regular basis. So what I thought I would do is just flip through my bullet journal and show you some of the weekly spreads and stuff that I've got in here. So I have done a flip through in this bullet journal before. It was back in February, but that wasn't like, it's not very big, there's not a lot to look at, so I will flip through it again and show you that stuff as well, so you don't have to go back and watch the other video. So opening up, we have my index page. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to ask you before I get into the video, I'm going to be starting wedding planning soon, a bit more properly, like I'm going to try on wedding dresses soon and stuff. If you would like any videos about wedding planning, they may not be related to bullet journals, please do let me know in a comment down below or on social media. Anyway, so here's my index page, my other one, my key, very simple and straightforward. Got my yearly overview. They always take so long to do. My favourite moments, which I haven't been filling in much. I kind of forget that this page is here, which is really unfortunate because it's good to like keep a record of things. But I suppose I have my gratitude logs as well each month, so that's kind of helped to remember things. My future log. I love this future log so much. I've got 2017 goals and an action brain dump related to that. I have a goals video, so you can go back and look over that if you want. I will link it down below. I actually have not been using these. My year kind of took a busier turn than I thought, so having so many goals has proved to be not helpful and more daunting than helpful, so I've kind of pared it down, I suppose, to some of the basics, which is get through my graduate diploma. And the last month has been quite difficult because my grandmother was very sick and she passed away a couple of weeks ago. So it's, you know, at the moment I'm just focusing on dealing with all of that and I guess the grief process and stuff. Not really doing much with the goals thing. Savings and debt tracker, books to read, my 30 books in 2017. This is not fully, like I haven't filled this in a while, so there'll be a few more here that I need to add into this. My graduate diploma overview. Notes for my dad's website, just like notes related to anything that we need to do for our flat, cleaning schedule, which is really helpful just to like look over. Weekly cleaning, which I've kind of stopped filling in. I didn't fill it in at all during March. We did clean during March, which I just didn't fill it in. This is a little note from my partner, so I stuck that in there because I just thought it was so cute. That's something that I really like with bullet journals, like you can put personalized little things like letters or notes from people that you want to like be able to look at. Workout, February, an overview of one of my courses, so all of the coursework that I have to do. It's basically just a checklist. Oh, I just realized I have a drawing still on my hand. Over here is one iteration of an ideal daily routine, and then I have a general brain dump over here. My 4 A's of stress relief. This I got off Pinterest and it's by the Mayo Clinic, so it's like a little infographic on Pinterest. Assets list, so that's all the different things that I enjoy or like and love about life, and reading through it is really useful because just reminds me of all of the good things and stuff if I'm having a bad day. This is a really useful bullet journal hashtag reference. Kim from Tiny Ray of Sunshine created this. This is from her Instagram account, and basically it's just trying to create a library of bullet journal stuff online where consistent hashtags are used over different bullet journal posts so that it's easy to find and like everything's collected in one spot rather than having so many different hashtags. You know, anyone can make a hashtag about anything, but if we all use these specific hashtags, then that means when we search for these things, you know, everyone will be able to see so much more content, if that makes sense. So this is really helpful. And now we get to my February log. So all my monthly log stuff, goals, notes, bills, etc. Gratitude and tracker. February review I didn't fill out, and I've stopped doing review pages as well. I just don't really find them that valuable for me at the moment, so yeah. This was week 1 in February, so this was like an overview type thing with self-care activity, cleaning, hours, all sorts of bits and pieces. This was day 1, a sort of thing I was trying. Didn't really like this in the end, although I kind of used something similar. YouTube brain dump of like video ideas and stuff. And then we have some daily logs here, full page daily logs. I was doing that for a wee while, breaking it down if I had smaller days. But there's, as you can see, there's still a lot of empty space here. Website notes when I did like a little redesign of my site. February week 2, again I have a full page overview of the week and then full page dailies. Then what I started to do was just do the dailies rather than setting out full pages for them. I just did them each day according to whatever size that I needed. Over here is a study assessment that I had to do. So this was a summary of the assessment, the format that I needed to do when it was due, the number of words, etc. And then just all the main steps that I needed to do and breaking it down into different tasks so that it was smaller and easier to like manage. By the way, the folding down of the corner of the page is so that I can easily find it. It's just my preferred indexing system really when I don't have more than 2 bookmarks to use. So yeah, I just fold it down and I can easily go to a page that I need to look at frequently. This was a video plan that I set up. This was the minimalism game that I wanted to do in February. I did quite a few days, but not all of them in the end. So this is a lot of the stuff that I got rid of, quite a lot of things. Basically, by the way, if you don't know what the minimalism game is, I will link the website down below so you can go and check that out. I only got not even about halfway through. I got about halfway through the month and then I stopped. But I think what I'll still do is that whenever I clean out the house and get rid of stuff, I'll just fill it out in here anyway to make use of these pages and actually keep a list of the things that I've gotten rid of so that I can see it and it feels like more tangible, I guess. I don't know. Here's a couple of recipes that I put in here. Teriyaki sauce and tamagoyaki. It's like a Japanese omelette kind of thing, and I think that is soy sauce on the page. So this is February week 3 with an overview page and then all my dailies. Week 4, more dailies. So they're very, like my weeklies and my dailies are very basic. There's no, you know, 2-page spread with like different days set out and everything. It's just an overview and then my dailies, and that's just what works for me really. Another course overview. So this was my March setup, my monthly log, goals, notes, bills, etc. Things I haven't even filled out properly. Gratitude, I didn't end up filling out much in this. March was a really busy month and quite a stressful month, so yeah, as you can see from this stuff not being filled in, I just, yeah, was having a bit of a rough time of things. So week 1, quite a large overview again. Didn't use the self-care tracker much at all. And just very simple dailies. Ideas to survive field practice. My home centre field practice brain dump. March week 2. Again, super simple. This is my Project Life 2017 log. So as I make a spread up, I tick it off, and then when I get them printed, I will tick down there as well so that I don't lose track of where I'm up to and what I'm doing. This was a bunch of notes for my field practice stuff, like different learning outcomes that I had to reach during field practice. So I've just written that all down there and everything that I need to do, different steps and stuff. So there's a lot of pages of that. And then we have March week 3. Again, pretty simple. Over here I have field practice goal breakdown, so specific goals that I needed to reach, which are related to those learning outcomes from previously, but this is a more of a checklist kind of version of stuff that I needed to do. And then we have March week 4. Dailies. March week 5. This was when we found out that my grandmother was very sick and, you know, probably didn't have a lot of time left. So I stopped studying. I took a break from study, so crossed all of that out because it's, you know, wasn't relevant for me anymore. Yeah, this is some notes that I took about my grandma. I wanted to write something to read at her funeral. So I wrote down just a bunch of like memories and different things that I learned from her that were quite funny, because she was a really sweet and I guess unintentionally funny lady. Like, she had a lot of quirky habits and different things that she liked to do that my mum and sisters and I, because we were so close with her, we kind of, I guess it was just a running inside joke between all of us, including my grandma, and it just was like funny, and we kind of made fun of each other a little bit, like whenever we did these things, because they were so nanny. And so yeah, so this was my April setup and trackers and everything. April gratitude, just finished that off yesterday because it was the last day, which was also my birthday. Week 1, because I didn't really have as much going on during April, I stopped doing like a full page overview and started doing just having an overview of tasks and anything else that I needed to keep track of, like work hours and stuff as well. A little overview part up the top, and then dailies from then on. As you can see, week 2, again, a very simple little, I guess, overview of the week and any tasks that I needed to do but didn't have specific days for. And then dailies, it's to do in the lead up to like my grandmother's funeral. There was a lot of things to get ready and plan and stuff, so you've got like little things and then a huge big one. And then week 3, again, basic overview and dailies. And this is my favorite weekly, I guess, spread it kind of turned out to be. This was for last week, and I used faux calligraphy font that I really like. It's just a nice pretty one. And then I also did this one, which was kind of a blocky all caps serif type of font, and I ended up being able to fit every day of the week into a two-page spread. So it's just kind of pretty because it's all laid out and you can see everything. And then I also did this doodle of poppy flowers, because on Tuesday it was Anzac Day, which stands for Australia and New Zealand Army Corps, like Remembrance Day, I guess. So basically anyone who has lost their lives or fought in war for both Australia and New Zealand. It's a Remembrance Day basically for soldiers and everything is what I am trying to say, and anyone who's fought and anyone who's lost their lives and stuff. So for Anzac Day, the symbol is poppies, and therefore we have 2 poppies. Oh, that was a bit long-winded, but you get my point, I hope anyway. And then we get into May, which you guys have just seen, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. An update, I did put some colour on the May monthly log in the end, because I just felt that all of that black was just a little bit too much. And then I added colour here and here as well. And we have today, this week, etc. We have May, week 1, tasks, which I haven't filled in yet, because I don't really know what I'm doing this week, to be quite honest with you. Appointments, hours, etc., and the things that I'm going to be doing today, which is mostly cleaning and going to get a pedicure with my birthday money, because that is needed. So anyway, this is where we're up to so far. Thank you very much for looking through. I hope you enjoyed it. As I was saying at the beginning of the video, if you would like to see any wedding related videos, it could be wedding planning, it could be wedding whatever else related. I do have a wedding planning bullet journal, which I started to do when we first got engaged, but I'm not actually sure if I will continue using the bullet journal. I'm not finding it to be as useful. I think for me and for this process of wedding planning, I'm going to need a folder in which I can organize papers to be in particular sections. So I think what I will do is create my own wedding planning folder kind of thing. So if you would like to see that process or are interested in what I do, then please let me know in a comment down below and I will share that with you. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm very sorry for sounding sick. I've been sick for like a month now and it's just not going away. So even though I've been to the doctor, but he wasn't very helpful, which was great. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, as I've said a million times already, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again really soon. Bye!